The other big name in Vince's rearview mirror at that point was Hulk Hogan. He's actually going to do some media in Canada where he says the only way I would come back is if it was in a high road positive fashion. He says basically he thinks wrestling needs to change. Quote, I'm doing this because I want to, not because I have to. It's fun. It's great. It feeds my ego. It feeds my family. It keeps me busy. It makes me feel worthwhile. But it has to be the high road for me. I have a hard time with my son explaining some things. Of course, I'm sure he's referencing things like Al Wilson having sex and dying and
Mm-hmm.
all silly nonsense. But Meltzer would say, well, he's coming out publicly like this because Vince isn't really keen on bringing him back. The relationship between Hulk Hogan and Vince McMahon over the years has been categorized as love hate. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, and that's another one that you got to get past. I mean, Hogan, no doubt, had seen his better days in the ring. He's got a terribly flawed back. He's had multiple surgeries, and so he can't be booked like he was in his heyday in the '80s. We're talking, it's just not there. So I thought that should have been taken more into consideration. I think that there's money in Hogan if used correctly, but using him correctly is not. He's not an everyday pitcher. He's going to be coming in and doing late inning relief or something. So I that was another one that should have been, the air should have been cleared. And let's forget about the past. Let's forget about the money issues or the creative issues and all those things. Let's get the personal side, because those guys had a strong personal side, and it needed to be addressed, and you needed to get past that whole scenario. And so that's same deal with Brett. Let's put all this old trash behind us and move on. Not Brett was trash, but the issues. And so that's kind of where I saw that, man. It was time to move on, and you could use Hogan to get other guys over if you played your cards correctly. The rubs, Hogan's rub would have been very vital.